lots of people asked questions and said, and the Senate president actually said, this is like a mother's invitation to her children.
Wow. And
so you see a narrative. When legislators are already being referred to as children, what are you saying? You're sending a wrong signal. You're telling us, you're telling us a lot of things without even saying it. Legislators referred to by the Senate president. So this is, he could have said it on a light note, you know, because obviously the first lady is supposed to be the mother of the nation.
Of course.
But mother to legislators, it gives a different vibe.
Like a mother to a particular set of people.
And the vibe it gives actually is, you would do right by me.
Oh.
You know, you would do right by me because I am your mother.
Yeah, sure.
It gives the vibe of my way, not the country's way, not the people's way. That's the thing. That's the question. And so I saw lots of people, you know, clamoring and saying, oh, no, this shouldn't have been said. And I get their point. Because when the Senate president said it, he was smiling, he was laughing. That's why I know that he could have said that on a light note. Yeah. But that didn't tell well, especially knowing where Nigeria is currently.
Right now.
Just 2 days ago, we heard again about the kidnap of 9 more people in Kwara after the release of the other people.
That was very shocking. I saw the news, I'm like, what's going on?
We have not sorted the insecurity problem, and then we are being invited, our legislators are invited to dinner. And that was why when I also saw on the floor, Senator Abaribe saying that we should not be making reference to, he was really angry, and that anger was right. He was saying, why are we making, because you would see that many politicians are making reference to, oh, during Goodluck's time, there was Chibok girls too.
Yeah.
There was this case. And he's saying, why are we making references to bad things?
Exactly. Why?
Why are we not invested in fixing the problem? Why are we ensuring that for every time they say, oh, there's a kidnap here, say, oh, it happened before. It happened in 2015. Are we now comparing crimes? Are we now comparing insurgency? Is that where we should be in 2025? So there's a whole lot of things going to mind, because you're hearing some people clamoring for, oh, let us negotiate with criminals. And I'm saying this because this thing that's happened in Guinea-Bissau is not unique to Guinea-Bissau. It just takes time. It's a boiling in the spirit. And I've said this thing over time, that there's a way that people are being pushed to the wall. And when they get to that wall, the end, there's nothing, there's nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
You bounce back.
Of course.
You bounce back to your pusher. That's what it is. So I do not want more African countries to be falling into these traps, because it brings a lot of instability. It brings a lot of shaking to the economy. And again, it makes us people of particular concern. It's profiling. It's not good.
It's not good at all. Just imagine telling someone that you're from Nigeria and the way they are going to look at you. Like, from that country, are you serious? We do not want to do business with you. And you'll be like, what's happening? This is not my personal something. It's something that happened in the country. And the way I'm saying it, the youths are getting angry because people are being kidnapped every day. Every blessed day, and it's not nice at all. Just like the other girls that were the other people adopted that were returned. The next thing, they kidnapped another 9. What is it telling us? Was it that there was a negotiation somewhere and it didn't go out well? What really happened? That they had the mind to go back to that same state to carry 9 persons. It's really not telling well of us. It's not telling well of us at all.
I think that the big question, because we're really talking about the way forward from all of this, is that many people want to gain back that faith and that trust in the political system.
Exactly.
Because you'd agree that this crisis currently in Guinea-Bissau is not isolated. No, it is not isolated. It's because it just highlights the struggles we are still having to deal with in Africa. We're having to deal with our weak institutions, we're having to deal with poor governance, we're having to deal with the level of democratic resilience that we have here. So it just sends a signal to us. It sends a solid message that we have to strengthen our system, we have to strengthen our democracy, and we have to strengthen that trust that people have. Because we are not running, this is not military rule. It doesn't have to be. So how can we fix the problem? The big question is simple. Fix the system, fix the institutions, and when people say there's an election, can they trust the electoral process?
Can they trust it?
Can they trust it? That's it. Because people are only getting frustrated because they can't. And so it feels like military has to take over for things to be done the right way. I do not want to keep seeing people losing faith in politicians, especially after the bogus promises. And I tell people that take away sentiment when you have to deal with politics.
Of course.
Especially as a member of the crowd. And when I say the crowd, I mean the masses. You really have nothing to lose. You have everything to lose than to gain. Because these people come to you and make all the great promises to you. You do not hold them accountable. They go into power, and then one day they fix one road for you, and you celebrate them. That's why I feel like Africans are very easy to please. You see some of the commissioning of projects that goes on across Africa, and you're like, huh?
With this whole thing, you also know that when it comes to 2017, actually, people will still come outside to vote.
2027, you mean?
Yeah, 2027, I mean. People will still come outside to vote. They would want to, because they would want a change. They want a solution. They want the country to be stable. So yeah, with everything happening, we'll still come outside. But the thing is, as we're voting, are we voting for a solution? That's the thing. Because we want to vote for a solution. Somebody that will be there and give us the solution to the problems. So we'll not keep counting events of kidnapping, counting how many years it has happened, and keep giving bad record of our country. So we want something different.
Oh, yeah, so this also brings to be the place of ECOWAS.
Yeah.
Is it that ECOWAS is becoming powerless when it comes to fixing challenges like this? Because over time we've seen that ECOWAS tries to threaten or try to come up with intervention, but we've not really seen it work, because country like Burkina Faso openly defied ECOWAS, openly said, nah. They withdrew from the bloc. So what does that tell you? Is ECOWAS not strong enough to fix this problem? There are many pores that are being opened on it daily, and you're just imagining to yourself, where are we getting it wrong? Why is ECOWAS influence shrinking at this point? Why? Why its arsenals and its tools are losing power? In Niger, we didn't see ECOWAS intervention come out to play. In Burkina Faso, the same thing. And these are two countries I know openly withdrew from the bloc. They do not want to be part of ECOWAS. They want to fix their problem alone.
Because they're not seeing solutions, of course. I just feel that's one of the reasons.
And so it just asks you, can ECOWAS still enforce democratic norms? Can it still? There are too many questions, Mary. But I think as we round up, I'd like our audience to also get engaged. What do you think about this military coup right in Guinea-Bissau? So far, we've not had any lives lost, and we're hoping it stays that way. We are hoping it stays that way. Military coup doesn't really happen easily, and oftentimes when it happens, it's usually bloodshed. But so far, we've not heard that, and I hope it remains that way.
We hope it
and we
remains that
hope
way.
that citizens are, over time, that frustration pours into anger. That anger pours into the streets. It pours into your family, pours into your children, and then revolution starts. That's why I'm hoping that we do not get into that place here in Nigeria.
Exactly.
We've seen how it's turning out in Niger. We've seen how it's turning out in Burkina Faso. Now Guinea-Bissau. We don't want to keep seeing this happen. But we'd like to hear from you. Do well to get in touch with us. What do you think about this? What's your comment? What's your perspective? Do well to share. And if you'd like to come here to share, do well to reach out to us. You can send us a DM across the different social media platforms. We are very active. Or do well to send us an email, and would have you featured here anytime. Mary, you want to say something before we call it a wrap?
Yeah, the only thing I have to say here is that let's not wait until it leaves the rural area to the urban areas, because the way it's happening is going to move. And if you think that you are in a safe place right now, do not be so sure. So that is the reason why we have to provide a solution, so that our future of tomorrow, our children in schools can return to schools. Exactly. So yeah, do well to follow us on all our social media platforms, and do well to share with us your thoughts and your comments. We want to hear from you.
I really just want to reiterate that we must, as a people, strengthen our system, strengthen our institutions. And when we say we want to practice democracy, we must see the dividend of that democracy. We cannot just say it on paper. You must be a leader who can be held accountable. You cannot make promises to the masses and end up not delivering. It breeds frustration, and that frustration becomes chaos in the long run. And we do not want to keep seeing this happen. All right? So I'm calling it a wrap. Do well to stay tuned to all our programs, and again, do well to download and watch our different bulletins that we have up. Idea foundations of interest, idea government agencies of interest, idea persons of interest,
Idea government of interest.
Idea government agencies of interest. I thought I mentioned that.
Right.
And of course, all the other ones that will be coming out soon, because we put in a lot of work into this, and we want to feel the pulse, feel the energy, feel the expertise, feel all of that, and get to know exactly how we are telling the African story right here from Idea TV. Well, until we come your way next time, my name is Chinatu Oji, and it's been good to be with Mary.
I'm Mary John Ujomojo.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.